Well, it's personal between me and you, and I'm going to do you some serious harm, you big stiff idiot.
I'm going to go soon, Steve, but I wanted to pick your brain about that Canelo versus Bivol matchup, man, because it just got announced.
I just seen that.
You're the first person I'm asking about it. You know, you're light heavyweight. So, what do you make of that, Bivol versus Canelo?
Man, I mean, it's hard to ever bet against Canelo, but Bivol is really, really good. I think Canelo being in that shell defense, it'll be a hard. I think he's gonna have to make some adjustments. Like, I don't know if he could just walk Bivol down. I think Bivol's really smart. I think they're around the same size, I would imagine, right?
Yeah, Bivol's longer.
A little bit longer, but I don't think Canelo could just stay in that high guard and just. Bivol's got a lot of skills. He's used to fighting big punchers.
Precise fighter.
Yeah. He's got the amateur pedigree, so it's not going to be a walk in the park. It's definitely not going to be a walk in the park. Canelo's going to have to make a lot of adjustments, and it's going to be a very interesting fight. It's going to be a very interesting fight.
A lot of people, the knock on Bivol was that he doesn't have power because he hasn't had a stoppage since the Sullivan-Barrera fight. So I think it's about 6 fights he's gone without a stoppage.
Yeah, I mean, shit, Canelo's got a monster chin. I mean, I've sparred Kovalev, and he was walking Kovalev down. So.
And Beterbiev, you sparred Beterbiev too.
Yeah, I sparred Beterbiev. Kovalev punches quite hard too.
Yeah.
And Canelo turned pro, 140 something. So, and he's walking this guy down.
It's kind of crazy to think about.
Yeah, so you got to think about it. Canelo's got a monster chin. So, obviously, it's going to be a skill fight. And Bivol coming from that amateur pedigree, the Russian amateur pedigree.
Yeah.
I'm sure he's fought so many heavy
styles
and punches. So, Canelo is not bringing anything that he hasn't seen to the table, and he's not really bringing anything that Canelo hasn't seen to the table. So, it's going to be a very interesting fight.
Yeah, it should be a good fight. I know you sparred with Beterbiev before, and that's a fight that people are calling for. How do you think Beterbiev would match with Canelo if the fight ever happened? Because
I know one thing. If Beterbiev hits anybody, I don't know, 12 rounds to go with that guy is gonna be. I've only just sparred him. 16 ounce does. Imagine going 12 rounds with that guy. It's gonna be tough, That he's a beast. He's gotten better. But I mean, he is getting up there in age, but he's gotten better. He's a beast. He's not a partier. He doesn't drink. They told me he never even had a sip of alcohol in his whole life.
That's beautiful.
He trains like a freaking animal. He's gonna be hard to beat. That's the fight I want. That's the
real fight you want to see.
That's like big. I mean, a lot of people that the naked eye doesn't understand how big of a fight that is. Like the people that are outside of boxing, but that is probably the biggest fight.
That's the fight.
That is the fight. That's one of the biggest fights to make in boxing, I think.
I kind of agree with you, man. Because Beterbiev, he's done his job. Was it 17 or 18 times now? All knockouts.
17 fights, all knockouts.
Yeah. What's that power like, bro? Because they say I've heard people say it's like a Mack truck. It's like getting hit by a Mack truck.
Oh yeah, man. I mean, I sparred him like all the guys were getting knocked out, so I had to be the only guy sparring him for I sparred him for 5 weeks. I helped him get ready for Hot Rod or somebody.
Yeah.
But for 5 weeks, and you learn a lot about yourself. Working with a guy like that.
Yeah. Okay. Well, hopefully we get that Beterbiev fight one day. Hopefully, for the sake of 175.
Unification bout. He's got a couple belts. So.
Yeah.
But I'd like to see him and Canelo. That would be crazy.
That would be crazy. That's a fight we're paying for.
Yep.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Well, Steve, any final message to the boxing world before we end the interview about yourself and your career?
Just look out for me, man. I'm getting calls for some fights, so I'm gonna be ready. And this time, hopefully, I'll have a full camp.
Yeah, all right. Steve Geffrard, one of South Florida's very own, the world title challenger. He's coming. Thank you for talking to True School Sports. Thank you for watching another video on True School Sports, the home of boxing. If you made it this far, do me a favor and do yourself a damn favor. Hit that subscribe button and surely you will not be disappointed. True School Sports bringing you the latest and greatest, the untouchable, boxing content, interviews, news videos, breakdowns, live fight reaction extravaganza. We've got a great community of people here, boxing fans all over the world, from America to the UK to Australia and on and on and on. So join the empire today. Hit that subscribe button. Take care and God bless.